Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is New York Dan here. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, what a winter, huh? It's a little bit warmer on Long Island today, but the problem is that snow we had, it just wouldn't go away. It's miserable out there because there's big piles of it. Yeah, I can't even get my trailer out. I have my utility trailer. I want to trim some tree branches and stuff. All that's on ice, literally. I can't get it out. It's really the skids. That's a New York winter for you. Yeah. Let's see. We'll do a check at the weather station right now. Guess what, guys? Sarasota Tim, man, he in a funk. Yeah, he put out a video today, but he didn't even post one yesterday. We're going to talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about it in today's video. I'm doing the video a little earlier today, getting it out earlier. It's a busy weekend is coming up, guys. The big V, Valentine's Day. Are you ready, me lads? It's Valentine's. Time for some romance, perhaps, right? Yeah, time for some coffee here. Not even McAfee, guys. Colombian coffee from Market Pantry, Target. Pretty good. Just a little bit of 2% milk in it, no sugar. Let's see what the weather's doing. I was just out there, actually. It felt better. By no means tropical. 29 degrees outside. Yeah. Inside the garage. Oh, I have the diesel heater running. I got it up to 41 degrees. Yeah, it's running right now. I'll probably forget about it and it will burn all the fuel out, right? 68.7 inside. Look how damn dry it is in here. 22%. That's as dry as Bond's martini. James Bond. 007, guys. I got all this junk around here. Here's my disco light. I got it from the dollar store. Haven't used it that much yet. Maybe for Valentine's Day. What do you think? Put some romance in the air? I don't know. I'll probably take Leslie out to a reputable establishment. I offered to cook her something at my place, but I don't think she's going to be too enticed. Yeah, we'll probably go to a restaurant. We'll see what's going on out there. The thing is, she follows a lot of times a gluten-free diet. That like puts the brakes on some of the restaurant options. Like if you get like pasta, if you want to have some romantic Italian food for Valentine's. What do you guys think? What should I do? Where should I take her? Oh, she had a problem with Chinese. She got like food poisoning from a reputable Chinese establishment. Not where I go. I go to a good Chinese place. It was over in her neck of the woods. So it left a bad taste in her mouth. Yeah, so she doesn't want to hear about Chinese. Yeah. And from what I heard, there's a lot of places are really busy this evening. Today and Saturday night, it's going to be crowded, any restaurant you go to. So we're thinking of doing something a little earlier tomorrow, earlier in the afternoon, before everybody's out there. Yeah, maybe a brunch. What do you think of that? That might be a good idea. Yeah, my skin's so dry. It's this dry New York weather, air indoors because you put the heat on. That dries it out. I got to run my vaporizer thing again. Man, this winter's tough, guys. It's a tough one. Yeah. Man, I got my homework cut out for me. I got to go buy stuff for Valentine's Day. Maybe I'll go out this evening and do some errands. Oh, that Jersey Mike's has that $5 sandwich tonight. If I buy some Dunkin', they're open, I think, till like 9 o'clock, 9 or 10. Maybe I should go out and get that. What I could do is I'll cut the sandwich in half and have a romantic Valentine's dinner with Leslie right at home. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dane. No, I don't think that's going to cut it, guys. Yeah. Some of this stuff, the problem with Valentine's Day, there's so many expectations. Everybody's like feeling the pressure. You're like, oh, you got to do something really romantic. Oh, you got to knock it out of the park. It's a tough day. It's one of the tougher holidays to get through, guys. A matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's why Sarasota Tim is feeling really down. Yeah, he was bummed out in his video today. I just watched it this afternoon when I had my joke breakfast. It's a tough holiday, Valentine's. Not my favorite. Not going to lie. It's not my favorite holiday. It's always a pain in the neck kind of to me. The Valentine's holiday. It's a quirky holiday. You remember being in school, you get those little candies that are, actually, I think I have some right over here. And they've probably been on the table since last year. Valentine's Day. You get these. Yeah. You give these out when you're in school to your Valentines. You remember that? And they have like little messages on them. Yeah. I think Leslie got me these last year. I can do something with them this year to be romantic. Oh, this one, the message kind of like wore off. It said laugh. It's printed with like a dot matrix printer, it looks like. Yeah. Maybe I can pull something off. Get a candle and put like these little hearts around it. Do something romantic like that. This one says nice. Be mine. Won't you be my neighbor? Ho, ho, ho. This is Mr. Rogers. I'm going to take off my sweater right now and change my shoes. It's time to put my sneakers on. Ho, ho, ho. You ever watch that show when you were a kid? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? They had that guy, what's this one say? Real Love. Real Love. They had that guy, he was like a stuffed animal, some kind of little like tiger or something. He ran like a model train. I always remember that because his name was Daniel. Yeah, Daniel the tiger or something, some little animal. The land of make-believe. Now I'm really going on I'm living in the past. Real love. Do, 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 do. I'm searching for a real love. That's what Sarasota Tim's doing. He says he's thinking about it. Searching for a real love. He says he hasn't had any luck in 67 years. Oh, how about this? A gal pal. How about that one? Yeah, we got all kinds of Valentines going on over here today, guys. Take your pick. We're going down a rabbit hole today. I'm all over the place. Yeah, Sarasota said he got up at 4 a.m. today. He couldn't sleep or whatever. This is insane. I was up last night. I'm going to tell you about what I was doing. And I ended up going to bed at 4 a.m. It was bad. So right when Sarasota gets up, I'm going to bed. I'm like the anti-Sarasota. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about what I'm up to. You're going to see it on the channel. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm trying to put a grate in, a metal grate for my fireplace doors. I'm modifying them. I'm going to take the glass out. I had a problem with one of the glass panels. It cracked. Yeah, it's messed up, guys. I don't know why the heck they put a glass in that door. If I looked at the instructions and everything, and it says you're not allowed to run the fireplace with the glass. They want you to have that open when you run it. What in the hell is the point of having it glass? I thought so you could see the flame. No, you're not allowed to run it with the glass closed. It said it may shatter. And that's what happened. The glass broke. What kind of crap glass is that? It's supposed to be tempered, but it's not. It can't take the heat. And the fire wasn't, it was barely running. And I may have closed it too early. And the glass is junk. It's junk. I think it had a crack in it before I even, when I put it together, I noticed there was a crack by the handle and it broke. It just started spreading. Anyway, long story short, they're probably going to send me a replacement, but it's junk glass. Yeah. So what I've been doing is I've been thinking about it, and I found this metal mesh. It's 14 gauge steel. And because I was like, maybe I could get a better quality glass for those doors. I was looking online. The glass is very small. That's like real fireproof. It's very expensive. And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, don't even use glass. I'm going to put in 2 layers of this metal mesh made out of steel. And there's no way that's going to break or shatter. It's going to be great. And it's going to give it a really cool look I'm going for. You're going to see what I'm up to. But long story short, sorry about the rabbit hole. I'm going to get to Sarasota. Don't you worry. So last night I was thinking this metal is pretty thick and it's a grate. And I'm like, this is going to be a pain in the neck to cut. And I was looking online and I found a plasma cutter. Yeah, I found it, guys. I'm going to share it with you when I make the video. When this thing comes, it's coming pretty soon. I am going to try to craft these doors like I want, cut out this special metal. I was just working with it. It came today. The metal came that I got. You're going to see. And I unpacked it and I moved the sheets over. And I checked it and it looks pretty good. And I'm very glad I got the plasma thing because this metal is going to be terrible to cut if you were trying to do it with a saw. It's pretty thick. And this is something new. I've never had one of these before. They used to cost a fortune. When they first came out, I was looking on the internet. So yeah, the reason why I was up so damn late last night, I was geeking out reading about plasma cutters. Kind of like what Tim did with his dirt bikes, right? I was staying up. And the clock started going like this. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It was like 12 midnight. Then I glance over. It's like almost 1 a.m. Then I'm like, oh, what the heck, man? By the time, and then I'm like, I want to get this thing bought right now because I need it ASAP. If I wait until tomorrow, it will be a day later for the shipping and stuff. So long story short, by the time I got done with it and placed the order and stuff, it was already like 4 in the morning. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I got to go to bed. And it cost me a lot of hours today. I just slept in. And by the time I got up, I got up like at one point to check the birds, uncover them. And then the next thing, I was in a deep sleep. By the time I really got up, it was like after 2 o'clock or something in the afternoon. Yeah, and the stock market, at least it didn't crash today, and the damn Bitcoin's holding up. What I'm afraid of is that damn Bitcoin dropping off a cliff. You see my videos? Yeah, the problem with that is it's going to bring the stock market down with it, especially the tech stocks. That's probably why they fell earlier in the week. We had some really bad times in the market on Thursday. One of the days it was way down. Yeah, probably because Bitcoin, it's retracing its lows. It's below 70,000. We'll see what it does over the weekend. By the way, it's a 3-day weekend, guys. It's not only Valentine's Day, but it's a 3-day weekend. I believe President's Day, is it? Monday, Leslie had mentioned she had the day off. She told me earlier, and then I found out my brokerage said that the market was closed, I believe. They sent me a notification. So now we got a 3-day weekend, which is good. It will give me a break from trading. I can get other stuff done. And, yeah, I got to find that damn Chinese hair serum. The serum. I have it. I think I put it in the bathroom. I got to try that junk. I got to do a lot of things. Get motivated around here. Yeah, I've been in the doldrums this week because I've been trading so many damn hours in that office. Believe you me, I would rather be in Florida. Sarasota's got the life with that warm weather down there. Yeah. But you know what? He's still in the doldrums. He's still having a time of it. We're going to talk about it. Yup. But, yeah, even though I was up late, I'm like psyched up because I'm excited about this plasma thing. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get to Sarasota right now. I just want to say one thing. When I was studying on the plasmas, you see, this used to be a tool that only real, like maybe if you had a metalworking shop or you were like a professional, an industry, you would buy one of these. You know what? Just as early as 2000, when did they come out? Like 2010 or something? I was reading last night. These things used to cost like $5,000. They were insanely expensive, and it wasn't something an average person could afford. Well, I found a really, really good deal. And I'm going to share it with you guys. But first, I want to test it. And I'll make a video. I don't want to mention it or recommend the exact one I got until I see how it works. Because if it's a piece of junk, I'll feel lousy about, I don't want to share it with my channel if it's junky. It uses a special technology, and this is a new improvement that's just come out. You're going to see. I'm going to talk about that. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole right now about it, but I just want to tell you guys what was going on and why I was up so damn late. And now I got to switch into an earlier schedule because Leslie wants to do stuff tomorrow. We're going to do something. It's been a tough one. Oh, my friend in Florida, he said he still has his job. They didn't fire him yet. I just hope they don't fire him on Tuesday or he might be even going in on Monday. Those places, those call centers, they don't usually give you the days off. Like, they don't care if it's President's Day. You got to work, buddy. Yeah, if you guys saw my video yesterday, I was talking about my friend who's on the skids in Florida, much worse than Tim. He told me he had 30 phone transfers. He's a fronter. He gets people on the phone. He starts telling them about it. It's about getting out of timeshares. And then if they seem interested, if he's got a live one, then the call transfers to a salesman to try to close the deal. So anyway, it's called a transfer. Every time he gets a phone call transferred over, he had 30 of those this week, and none of them hit. None of them. Not to one. And I think he gets paid like minimum wage or something, or less even. an hourly rate, but without the commissions, it's slim pickings. Those damn phone sales jobs, man. So yeah, he's on the skids. It's bad news, guys. When I go down to Florida, it may not be pretty. He was saying something about he might want me to help him set up a computer system so he can get another job working from home, like a second job. There's some that you can do a call center from home with, but you got to be like he's going to need like Geek Squad. Come on. I don't know how hard that's going to be. I haven't even set up my own computer for doing the trades yet, doing the trade station. I got to get into the trading room and start working on that this weekend. Well, the market's closed. New York Dan is going to be retooling. He's going to come back next week, and he's going to be a wizard on the Wizard of Wall Street. Huh? He's going to have new computers and new screens. He's going to be making $1 million trades. Okay, let's see here. What is he saying here? I watched this video, by the way. I'm reading the summary, but I did watch it just to jog my memory. Yeah, I was kind of alarmed. Tim came out today and he was like, he seemed kind of down. I guess that's why he didn't put videos out yesterday. I don't know. I thought maybe he's working a job too, a gig. Some days he hasn't been posting much. The views had dropped off. That's the problem. So it's less motivation, I guess, for him to make money with the vids. He says it's an unusual, peculiar winter in Florida. Oh, he's posting about pasture-raised eggs. He likes to taste better and nutritional benefits. He gave a quick tip on cleaning pans with vinegar. I don't even remember him saying that. I did watch the video today because he only put one video and there were no videos yesterday. So today I was able to watch the video when I had my breakfast. And I actually had cream of wheat. Have you guys had that? That instant cereal? Leslie gave it to me because she's gluten-free. So she's like, here, have this. I love that. Cream of wheat. I put a little bit of molasses mixed in with it and some raisins in it. I love that cereal. I don't know how healthy it is, but I don't have any eggs left, guys. I was saying that yesterday. I still haven't gotten to the store to buy eggs. Maybe tonight. Yeah, the pasture raised. I agree. I don't like the concept of keeping the chickens cooped up in a small cage or whatever. Tim said you need pasture raised, not even cage free, because he said that they might be indoors in a crowded place. Yeah, it's really cruel how they get. We don't realize how they get the food that we eat. It's not right, because I feel bad because I have the little birds, the parakeets, and they're pretty much just like the chickens, an even bigger bird. If you've seen live chickens, you know, they're kind of friendly. They're not a bad animal. I feel bad for them. Yeah. It was better when people had like a small farm and the chickens could just walk around, you know. You see that in Florida sometimes. When I went to Key West, and Leslie said by Miami they saw some. Believe it or not. Yeah, you heard me right, by Miami. Sometimes they let them walk around. People have them, and they're kind of like free. Yeah, so one way you can help the birds out is by not doing carnivore. Because Tim's like, I'm eating like a dozen eggs every couple days. Yeah, one of my commenters, I think it was Rick Martin, YouTube, said he left a comment on my video, and he left one on Carl's that said, how do you guys feel if Sarasota Tim does something? He's in a depression because of your guys' videos. The truthers, he said, you guys are going to be responsible. Ouch. Guys, I hate to say it, if you're doing YouTube, you're going to have to deal with this crap anyway. There's always going to be haters out there. It's just the way it is. I don't care who you are. The more people watching your channel, the more publicity you get. And there's always a bunch of trolls that are out there, especially with these smaller channels, you know. A lot of trolls. We're not like these AI channels where they put out like a scientific video and it's all made by computers and there's no person behind the... A lot of them just have a robo voice. It sounds damn realistic too, and they put that text along the screen. That's not a person. No, the AI has gotten so advanced that's actually done by a machine. It's like HAL from 2001 Space Odyssey, one of my favorite movies. Yeah, that's what's happening. It's very scary. HAL is real. That's AI. That's what HAL is, and it's taken over, guys. But anyway, back, sorry about that rant there. What I'm saying is anyone doing YouTube that actually is on their channel, they have like their own channel, the vloggers and stuff, you're going to get trolls. It's just part of it. If you can't take that, YouTube's the wrong business for you. It could be a greeter at Walmart. Everyone will be friendly. Or like Tim's other gig, handing out samples. Yeah, people love that. You get giving them free stuff. They're not going to have anyone hating on you. Yeah, be cool. YouTube's not for, if you have a thin skin, YouTube's not for you. Everyone's got problems. Miss Vicky's had a lot of nasty trolls. And there's people that left comments on my videos that they make up these names that are really derogatory. I've seen some pop up from Miss Vicky. She didn't make them. It's other people that are calling, they make up a name that says something bad about her and then they leave comments using that username. I don't know how YouTube doesn't delete that. It's nasty stuff. Well, guess what, Miss Vicky? Don't feel bad because I got the same crap happening to me. There's several of them out there that use my name and they put derogatory stuff with it. Yeah, and they put down like New York Dan. One of them is like New York Dan, not a fan. That's the mildest of them. There's other ones that say New York Dan with bad words and stuff. Yeah, anyone doing YouTube's going to have this problem. Just the nature of the business, you know. If Tim's feelings are hurt, he's in the wrong business. That's just how it works. And I think it really gets to him. I think he really takes it personally. That's why he scrubs like all the comments. He can't take a joke. He can't take somebody saying something bad about him. Unfortunately, he takes it too seriously. Yeah, it's like in Scarface. You watch that movie Scarface. Tony Montana, he was talking about his boss Frank to the one of the drug cartel guys, and he was like, Frank, he no last in this business. He's soft. He's soft. That's kind of like how it is with YouTube. You no last, man, if you're that soft. It's a tough business, guys. You won't believe the crap that goes on with my channel. Yeah, you know what? I had a whole bunch of crap in my email. People were signing me up for like Homeland Security, Department of Immigration and junk. Yeah, they were attempting to like do crap, bomb my email box with going to sites and stuff. Remember when I talked about the protesters in Minnesota? Yeah, this is the kind of crap that happens all the time. They send me, what are those things? News articles or some junk about like a leftist agenda or something. They put it in my box. There's all kinds of things going on. I don't know what's legit and what's not legit. I've had like offers. People want to send me products and stuff. I'm afraid to like get involved with it sometimes. I don't know if is it legitimate? Man. I mean, and also if the product's really useful, it's a different story. You know, a lot of the products, they got to be good. Let's see here. Okay, so Tim expresses he's feeling in a funk. Yeah, and longing for companionship. Contrasting his current solo living with past experiences, he openly admits to feeling depressed, sad, and lonely, though not severely, it says in the summary. Yeah, I saw him talking about that stuff. Yeah, you can't win. He was saying how great it was to be single before. Now he's feeling like he wants to have like a girlfriend or something. You can't win. Yeah, you know what? I think because Valentine's Day's coming up. That's what it's doing right there. Oh, he even said that riding the dirt bike and the motorcycle, he's getting tired of it. Or he's not really that motivated to do it. He said when a few years back, he would have been riding that a lot more or like it better. And he's copping out on his travels too. This is what the video was about. That's right. He was saying that the trip out west may be too much. He says sleeping in the truck is not going to be easy without having the trailer to live in. He's getting worried about it. It's a lot of driving. He said it's expensive, the gasoline. And he's talking now about maybe he'll just go to his daughter's area in Georgia and try to ride the dirt bike around there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good, guys. And he wants to sell his motorcycle, at least the Goldwing. He said that in here in the video. He said he's thinking of getting rid of it. He expresses a desire to sell his Goldwing motorcycle and considers the idea of settling down in a sticks and bricks home with a partner, potentially in a new state or city. I don't even remember him saying that part. He believes this new phase of life would bring peace, comfort, and love, and help him break free from repetitive cycles. He says it was therapeutic for him to share these thoughts. He questions the practicality of and wisdom of owning these vehicles given his location in Florida and effort required for long-distance trips to ride them. The Goldwing motorcycle and the dirt bike, his ownership of them, he's questioning it. He has second thoughts. Yup. Well, you know what? The problem Tim did, the problem he made, he should have gotten a bike that's just something like a toy to fool around with. He went too big, this Goldwing thing. It's too big and it costs too much money. Because now he's got serious money tied up in that bike. That's a lot of stress. Unless you're hardcore and you're willing to take trips on the Goldwing, like you're going to drive all around the country, it's not really something you want to be owning. It's depreciating. It's very expensive. I'm going to give you an example. I've seen online that you can get a dirt bike for like $2,000. That's respectable, like something like the Grinch. On Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, you can find used dirt bikes and things. What Tim should have done, he probably should have bought like a used dirt bike or something real cheap just to ride around on. Bradenton, you could ride it on the street, a street legal dirt bike like he's got. But I don't know if it was a good idea to buy Kawasaki and pay for a name brand and buy it brand new. I think he's got a payment on it. I think it's financed. He blew all the money on the Goldwing that he had, all his cash. Who knows if he even had to get a loan on the Goldwing. Maybe for some of the money he might have gone to a bank and gotten a loan. They have these auto loans you can get at a bank. Yeah, if you're buying like a used vehicle. It's messed up though. The rates aren't good. They're usually very high. But he would have been better off get a cheap bike just to drive around Bradenton. Something that you don't have to sweat over. Couple grand invested in it. $2,000. Yeah, man. That's what New York Dan does. His cars, he spend like between $2,000 and $3,000, man. Yeah, he no buy these champagne taste cars. I don't need all the fancy screens and all that stuff in the car. You can just buy that stuff at Best Buy, and it goes on with a suction cup on the window, like my Tom GPS, baby. Yeah, and you get a Kenwood radio system like I have in the Mustang. You put that in. Voila, you got a brand new sound system in there. I don't need all this fancy stuff. These new cars, all the screens are like molded into the dash, and the radio's through that. You're completely out of luck if that stuff breaks. Your radio breaks. You can't just buy a new radio for those cars. No, you got to buy like a proprietary automotive chip computer board that has everything that runs the car is integrated. You're completely out of luck with these new cars. Yeah, if your radio breaks, you're going to have to get yourself like a boom box. And you can put that, maybe you can retrofit that, install it in your car maybe. And hook it up maybe with a power adapter to the 12 volts. That's going to have to be your radio. I don't even know if they sell boom boxes anymore. I haven't seen those lately. I don't even know how people do it now. Where do you even buy a radio? Like I have a Sony boombox, has AM, FM, and cassette in it. And they used to have them with CDs. How do you even do that now? People don't have those. What if you want to listen to the radio? I guess nobody listens to radio anymore. Everything's done with streaming now. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's what's going on, because my friend and I, we usually try to go to that Corned Beef and Chaos for St. Patty's Day. It was sponsored by a radio station DJ, this guy Roger and JP. They do like a morning show on Long Island. Yeah, it's kind of a hard rock station. Tim would like the music they play. Led Zeppelin and stuff. Long story short, the last year we went, we didn't even go last year. We found a bar that had St. Patty's for free. The year before we went, they used to have a free St. Patty's Day dinner. Do you know they didn't give us jack? They had a deal where you get a beer for $1, a little tiny cup of beer, like the McDonald's senior coffee. It was at a Irish pub on Long Island called, I think, Mulcahy's, they call it, on the South Shore. So we took a drive over from the North Shore down to the South Shore. We went to this thing. They had some bands performing, but I'm telling you, it was crap. No free corned beef dinner anymore. Mulcahy's would make you one if you want to pay premium price. We had to pay like $45 or something. They give you a discount on the beer, not even free. And Roger and JP, they were there, but I really don't listen to their station. I got to meet them. But it turns out, I don't think anyone listens to radio anymore. Yeah, their station doesn't make enough money. Just a few years back before COVID, they would pay for the whole dinner. It was really cool. They would have prizes. They had all the budget's not there. No one's listening to radio anymore, folks. That's what it is. And you guys were telling me the AM radio wouldn't even work now with the electric cars because there's all this electromagnetic interference going on. I wonder what that does to the body, the human body, if you can't even tune your AM radio in. Yeah, don't even get me started. That's another video I got to do about why I'm not that big on the electric cars. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Sarasota Tim, is he okay? Yeah, it seems like he's lonely. I'm going to read some of the comments. Keep it compact, Jack. People, yeah, if you make the video too long, some people love the long videos, some people complain. There's always going to be trolls, no matter what you do. These are some of Sarasota's comments. Michael K7 says, I love this soap opera channel. That's why I keep coming back for more. Crush it. It's so entertaining. He got 31 thumbs up. Bubba commented, being elderly is like Groundhog Day. Michael responded, Bubba, something happened overnight. He didn't video anything yesterday. That's crazy. Yup. Yeah, he's in a funk. Planet Broth commented. That's a new one. I haven't seen Planet Broth comments when I've read Tim's comments before. They said, damn, I was looking forward to seeing you ride out west and returning to the Smokies this summer. Now you're talking selling the camper, bikes, and getting hitched. Okay, whatever. I'll be watching. I only got one like. Sandra Medina commented, Tim, you are funny. Your videos keep me entertained on my drive home from my prison job. How about a tiny home? There's still Geritol at the grocery store. Huh. Yeah, Tim made some kind of comment about he was just going to stay in and drink Geritol in the trailer instead of doing anything like travel. He was even saying the cruises, he was kind of done with those too. He said he claims he's been on 15 cruises. Can you believe that, guys? I don't know about that. I just started, when I first found this channel, my brother-in-law found it because we were doing a cruise on Oasis class, Royal Caribbean. Yeah. And Tim, back then, I thought he was saying stuff about like he was some of his first times going on a cruise ship. I don't think he's been on that many cruises. I think the problem is now, I think he can't afford to do the cruises. That's why he's like down on them. Because I think Granny Warbucks was paying for him before. Games, Gadgets, Sports says, working on paying off our mortgage with a half-acre pond, some property, and peaceful. Nothing like a warm day breeze overlooking the pond and fountain, having a coffee, and I don't have to go anywhere. What are you doing, man? You're gonna push him over the edge. Don't tell him things like that. Everybody want a pond property that they can hang out on. That costs a fortune, man. Can't afford it, man. going to make Tim feel bad. Oh, crud. Michael K7 commented, no disrespect, but maybe you should go seek some help. I've been contemplating it. This woman's been sucking the life out of me. You need to let that last relationship go. It's kind of late in the game now to think that a loving relationship is going to happen so easy. Me, I'm looking to go the opposite way. I need some peace and time by myself and have to iron out a lot of stuff too. But I wish you well. Crush it. And he also commented, the same guy, Michael K7, says, let's face it, brother, you're getting old. You're an old man like me. I'll be 68 in 2 months. Pump down 30 years of heavy construction. He got 26 likes on that. Oh, man. You're not going to cheer Sarasota up with those comments. He's got the opposite problem. Get this. Michael's saying that a woman has been sucking the life out of him. And he's looking to go the opposite way. He wants to be single like Tim. Wow. It's tough, guys. It's not even about, you know what, when you're single, you can dream about, you're like, oh, I wish I had someone. They'd be perfect. Oh, we'd have so much good times. You go into this thing where you can dream about it. But then if you see, the thing is, if you're involved in a relationship and you're with like the wrong person, it's not like that at all. Then you're like, oh, damn, if only I was single, man. What the heck? Yeah, you can't have it both ways. That's the problem. Because when you're single, you can have like fantasies about like everything, like a relationship, but one that's perfect, not necessarily one that's reality. That's it. I don't know. It's, you know what it is also, if you have some birds. Yeah, I have my birds over here with me. I don't know. It's pretty sweet if you have some birds with you. Right over. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Leslie. I don't know. It's kind of peaceful to, if you're not like stressed out trading stocks all the time in the trading room. Angel Mission says, stop listening to AI, Tim. AI talked you into 2 bikes. AI will talk you into marriage next. Be careful. Got 30 likes. Yeah. C Sharp Flat 5 says he needs to cook his eggs in butter and he needs to offload the gold wing. They say you had your fun with it already. Now use the motocross for the summer and then flip it. Yeah, Borandell says girlfriends/wives are easy to find. Finding the right one, that part's not so easy. I got lucky on my second attempt. Yeah, it's true. This one, Susan Calabrese says, it's kind of funny listening to the rant today. At least I know I'm not the only one who flips with where do I want to go mentally. where do I want to go mentality, actually. I'm always thinking about wanting to move somewhere else. Should I go to Arizona, where I have more friends? Should I go to Florida, where I have family? Should I stay where I'm at? Relentless, but even so, I'm thankful for everything. Tim replied to that. I can't see his damn reply because I'm not in, what's it called, incognito mode. Quilting video says, don't worry, this is a temporary moment of clarity. It will pass. Barry O'Brien says, hi, Tim. My wife and I wonder why you put cans of food in your refrigerator. Yeah, if they're sealed, they don't need to go in the fridge. Hair Market Salon says, Florida offers many places to ride a dirt bike. Lori Urban says, did I miss something? What did you put in your coffee? TRD Off-Road says, does this mean you're not going to change the tires on the Grinch now? I think that's a good idea. That's going to be a problem, changing those tires out. Let's see what else is going on here, and then we'll wrap it up. Where's St. Louis Scott's comment? I bet you it's on here somewhere. He might be having too much fun though to comment on Tim's video today. He's comments on my videos, and from what I understand, he's on some kind of a vacation right now. I think he's in Vegas. And then I thought he said he might have been doing a cruise. Yeah, people are trying to cheer him up. They're like, JJHK says, your channel doesn't need a bike or repair how-to stuff. Just be yourself. Explore Florida. Post that on here. Slam Jam, he says. And then John Wright says, best weather in the world, San Isidro de Gracia, Costa Rica. 70s in the day, 60s at nights all year. The girls are comfortable, 98.6, just right. Brenda Popple says, you're going stir crazy. You need to get out west. See your buddies and play golf. Yeah, a bunch of comments trying to cheer him up. Rose Marie Mello says, I think sometimes that ship has sailed, my friend. Eating the same breakfast day after day would be boring. I would have to change it up. Well, that should cheer him up. Yeah, they're giving him ideas. One says jet ski, fishing. One of the commenters, Jay Highman, says, you just need a little dog. What's the reply on that? That's a bad move for elderly, Bubba commented. Bubba says, you must be new here. Yeah, we don't think Tim likes dogs at all. Michael says, I vote for an AI dog. Oh, geez. Michael commented, I just got done putting down 2 dogs over the last 7 months. Then the old lady doesn't even listen to me and gets another Newfoundland. This is the 7th dog. I'm hitting 68. It's a very big responsibility. It's only cut out for certain people. Got to do it when you're young. Man. Yeah, that's a lot of work. You know what? I like the parakeets. Those pets are just right. It's so easy to take care of them. They a little bit of seed and change the waters out and stuff there. They're great little birds, and they sing for you. And they're over there singing right now. They're having a grand old time. I put on my Alexa, my speaker, my little Alexa. I play music for them. Yeah, they're just right. Yeah, so no other video out from him. Maybe he'll put one out tonight. I don't know. Hope he's all right. Sarasota Tim. I think he's got it made with his trailer and being single. I think he has it made. I don't know. Am I wrong? Valentine's Day isn't all it's cracked up to be. And when you see people with a girlfriend or a wife, you see, I've had enough girlfriends to know like what it's like. It's not all roses. I'm very lucky with who I'm with now. But it's not all rainbows and leprechauns, me lads. A lot of times you see that, and if you're single or you're lonely, you might see a couple and you're like, oh, look at that. I wish I had that going on. That's what, yeah, people said that to me about when I go on the cruise solo. They're like, oh, I'd be bummed out doing that cruise solo. I'd want someone with me. They see like Love Boat on TV and they're like, oh, you need someone with you on the cruise. It's all romance, all this. No, you see, when I'm on the cruise, I see couples on the cruise, and I'm on the cruise single, and every time I see couples, I'm like happy that I'm single on the cruise, because I'm like, oh, that guy's got to do everything his wife says. Oh, that's a bummer. He's with his wife. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's probably no fun. He has no freedom, man. No freedom. You can't play. You go to a casino and play. The wife's gonna be like, yo, you can't go gaming. You can't go do that. You gotta go to the theater with me. You're gonna see the love and marriage game show on the cruise ship. Ha! So yeah, when I go on the cruise, I don't care if there's couples around. I like not having to worry about that. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, luckily my girlfriend doesn't watch my channel. But yeah, it's always the grass is greener on the other side. I'm not saying it's always like that. A lot of times it's good to have the company. It's a different experience if you like having company with you. If you have the right girlfriend, the right wife, you might be having a grand old time. But it's hard to find that. It really is. And what I'm saying is, don't miss out on doing stuff just because you're single. There's plenty of cool things you can do when you're single. Tim should do a cruise. That's what he should do. Try to find a good deal. Do a Carnival cruise. Yeah, they have that sea cruise. It's only sailings exclusively for adults. You're going to see me go on that one. I have it booked, and I'm not so sure what I'm going to find, but you're going to see it. Are there going to be single people on board the cruise? What's it going to be like without having adults, with it being only adults? You see, it may be, I don't know what to expect. You're going to find out with me, because this is something brand new Carnival just started doing. Yeah, it's going to be like Virgin Voyages. They've been doing it. That's another cruise line, guys. It's called Virgin Voyages. Yep. It's not, don't get me wrong, it's not something Epstein is doing. No, this is a cruise line. It's legitimate. It's run by that guy, Richard Branson, and they have like these dark gray and red cruise ships. They're really weird. I've seen them in port, and I filmed them on my last cruises. seen them parked by our ship. But yeah, we're going to find out what it's about. Are there a lot of single women on board? What's the demographic? How old are? What's the age group, etc. The only advantage I see, I don't really mind going on the cruises that have kids on them. It's not really a big deal for me. But the only advantage I see is that when you have a lot of kids on the cruise, you're going to have a lot of baby mamas on the cruise. Yeah, and the problem is they start yelling at the kids. And yeah, you want the kids to behave. I don't know what the answer is, but that can get noisy. You know, a lot of drama. They're yelling all the time. And this is going to be a different experience. We'll see what happens without that going on. We will find out soon enough. And I'm running overtime. As usual, I did not keep it compact. Jack, hit the thumbs up, by the way. Your friend, New York Dan, if you dare, hit the thumbs up button for his controversial video. That's always over the top or something crazy going on. Yeah, hopefully Tim's okay. Yeah, it might be a real bummer for him. He may have had to get a job. It's like my friend in Florida that's on the skids. At least he's got his Social Security check coming. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. Hey, I'll try to do, maybe I'll do a video on the weekend. We'll see. I'll put something up. And I'll see what I can come up with for Valentine's Day. I got to do some shopping. And well, I'll probably post that if I'm out on the town. This is your friend, New York Dan. Hope everyone's having a good one. Over and out.